Hi everyone, now I'm going to talk about section 1.2, Algebra and Composition with Function. In this session, we're going to answer the question, how do we combine the function? So we will have 5 formulas for in order to combine the functions. Okay, so it's under here. So the first one is like a summation, adding two function. Okay, and then second one is like subtracting two function. I'm just gonna using adding function better than two function because it could be more than two, right? So let's change this. We're gonna subtracting functions, and then next one is multiplication. And then the fourth one is division. And the last one of 5 is composition of function. So all this you have learned in college algebra. So I will just gonna go quick on that. Okay. So let's do an example 1. Let fx equal to 4x minus 3, gx equal to 4x squared minus 7x plus 3, and 8x equal to x plus 1. And then I want to find, okay, column A, I want to find f plus g, okay. So this is adding two functions, which is fx and gx. So I'm gonna using formula number 1 here, adding two function. So is f plus g. F plus g actually is f plus g x. The same like in short. So I'm gonna write it f plus g. Okay, will be equal to fx plus gfx. And I'm gonna just write 4x minus 3 and plus gx for x squared minus 7x plus 3. I would like to keep all I'm gonna keep the parenthesis for each group because if in case if it is like a negative, then like if it's subtraction or something like that, it will I will have to change all the sign. Okay, so I mean, like, how about this? I want to just change this to become negative or subtraction. So you see that, okay? So it's just see that clearly. So now it's gonna have subtraction here, okay? So so because it is like a subtraction between two functions, then I have to use formula number 2 here, okay? And I always have to keep parentheses because I want to keep the group. And now I'm gonna do distribution for the negative here, and because it's a negative, all the sign later on for the gx here will be changed. Okay, so now I'm gonna open the parentheses now. So 4x minus 3, and then minus 4x squared. Okay, I change the sign, right? Plus 7x. Okay, I change the sign and minus 3. Okay, so now I'm gonna combine like term. Okay, so I have the first term should be negative 4x squared because that one is no one have the same like term. So and then the second one gonna be 4x, positive 4x plus 7x. It's gonna be plus 11x. Okay, and then the last term will be constant term. So negative 3 minus 3 gonna be negative 6. Okay, so that's gonna be the answer for this for the part A. So let's do part B. I want to find f times h. So I'm gonna look at the multiplication between the function. So in here it's actually the same thing as fx times gx. Okay, so I write fx times gx. Okay, so that's mean what? I have 4x minus 3 and then multiply with 4x squared minus 7x plus 3. Okay, so remember that you always have to put it you always have to keep the parentheses for each function, so you don't mess up with that. Okay, so now you need to do distribution for this guy. Okay, so let's do 4x first. So 4x times 4x squared times negative 7x and then times 3, right? So I'm gonna have what? So I have 4x times 4x squared gonna be 16. X times x squared gonna be x over 3, right? Okay, and then minus for 4x times 4x times negative 7x gonna be negative 28. Am I correct? Yeah. And then x times x gonna be x squared. Okay, and 4x times 3 gonna be plus 12x. Okay. Now I'm gonna move to the next term, which is negative 3. So negative 3 times 4, negative 3 times negative 7x, and negative 3 times 3. Okay, so I have negative 3 times 4x gonna be plus negative 12x squared, and then negative 3 times negative 7 gonna be positive 21x, and then minus negative 3 times 3, 9. Okay, so I will have 16x cubed, stay there, and then minus 28x squared plus, minus 12x squared. So that's going to be negative 40x squared. Okay. And the next term is x, so 12x plus 21x going to be 32x. And the last one is negative 9. Okay, so that's going to be the answer for, oh, I forgot to push it here, right? Push it here. Okay, so this should be the answer of part B. So colored over color. Okay, all right, and then we come to part C. Part C is G over F, which is division. Okay, so I'm gonna it actually means that It actually means g of x over g of x over lx. Okay, so let's substitute that. What do we have? So g of x on the top want to be what? G of x is 4. I'm gonna have parentheses for x squared. Oh, I need to have the power here. And then what is that? This one. Up. This is x squared. Okay, so 4 squared minus 7x plus 3, close parentheses. Fx, what is that? I'm going to change that to become 4x minus 3. Okay? Don't forget the parentheses. Okay? So, can we simplify this? Okay, that's maybe have to consider this. Say, can we factor the top? Okay, so let's do X method and see what happens. So AC method, let me move here. I have A and C for the top. Okay, so I'm considering the 4x squared minus 7x plus 3. I'm trying to factor this. Okay. So I have A and C is 4 times 3 is 12 multiplication, and then B which is -7 addition. Okay, so two number, the multiplication is 12 and addition is -7. I'm pretty sure it is -3 and -4. Okay, so I will change the middle number here become -3x minus 4x. Okay, and if you forget AC method, this is time to remember it. Okay, so this is called AC method. Okay, and because A in here is 4, so I have to split two number. See these two number split the middle number, and the middle term become two number from the AC method. So I have 4x squared minus 3x minus 5 plus 3. And then now I'm going to use grouping method for in order to factor these four terms. So the first two terms will give me the great common factor as x. So 4x minus 3. And then the next one going to be I'm gonna factor net it out. So we're gonna have 4x minus 3. Okay, so look globally, right? Look globally. You see that there is there are 4x. There's like term group or common factor as 4x minus 3. So I'm gonna factor 4x minus 3 out. Okay, that's gonna let only x for the first term minus. Okay, so what happened with the second term here? So it's gonna be left number 1 because this is multiplication with number 1. So I'm gonna have x minus 1 as the second group, second factor. Okay, so I did factor 4x squared minus 7x plus 3. Now I'm gonna come back with the problem here, okay? And I'm gonna change this to be, I'm gonna change this top to be 2 factor, so for x minus 3 and x minus 1. Okay, and bottom still is 4x minus 3. Okay, and now time to simplify. You can just simplify it and become x minus 1. Okay, and note that for x minus 3 cannot be equal to 0. Okay, so let me have not equation. I'm using symbol, so not equal to 0. Okay, so what does that mean? What it means x or x cannot be equal to 3, 4. Okay, so yeah, so that is the answer for part C, which is x minus 1, and you have to know that the requirement for this case is x cannot equal to 3, 4. Okay, so let's move to part D. Okay, in here, part D, I have z over f, the function z over f of phi. Okay, it's some of you maybe say it means what, g over phi, f times phi. That is totally wrong. It means that the input x equal to phi in this case. Okay, for the function g of f. Okay, g of f. X. Maybe yeah. Okay, so now I know that g of fx is x minus 1 according to part C. Okay, so now I'm gonna change the x become phi, right? Because we are looking for that. So I have z. So I have g. Okay. G over f of phi will be equal to something minus 1. What is that thing? It is number 5 from input, and that's equal to 5 minus 4. 1 is 4. Okay, so that is answer for part D. Okay, so this okay. Okay, so we're done with example 1, a long one. Okay, so let's move to example 2. Example 2 give me fx equal to x plus 5, gx equal to x squared minus 2x. And I want to find, it is like f composition G, or you're gonna come back to the formula of number 5, as it's called f composition with gx, or someone called f of gx. So in here, you see that in this case, g of x, the function the function, the second function will be the input. Okay, see that? Okay, okay. So I'll come back here. The second function in here is f of x. So I mean, so for the part A, the second function is g of x. So that means what? That means f of g x. Okay, so that means in here I have maybe I'm gonna change this color, become red one. Okay, red one. Because what? Because now input equals g of x. Okay, so what does that mean? Let me write down. Input x equal to g of x. What is that? It is x squared minus 2x, right? So this is all input. Okay. So now I want to find here f of gx will be equal to f of x. I'm gonna just copy that easier. Okay, f of x squared minus 2x. Okay. Okay. So now that's going to give me what? Okay, so what is it? What is a function of x? Is x plus 5, right? Okay, now x can be changed. So some things plus 5, right? What is that thing? That is input here. Okay, I copy the input, put it here. All right, so that is a one that we are trying to do. And now simplify time. So I have x squared and then minus 4 2x and plus with 5. And now that is answer. Okay? Answer for part A. Okay. Okay, now come to part B. I have F is the second one. So in here it's mean what? It mean equal to g of Lx. G of Lx. Okay. Now Fx become the input. Okay. And the output gonna be g of Lx. Okay. So input is equal to f of x. Okay. Which is x plus 5. Okay. So this is the input that we are trying to use right now. Okay. So now I'm gonna find this guy. Okay, which equal to g of input now become x plus 5, right? So of that of the x plus 5. Okay, and then I say, oh, what is that equal to? Easily, it's just gonna find g of x. Okay, put g of x here. Okay, x squared plus 2x. But now you had to change. This x squared becomes something square. Minus 2 of x become 2 of something. 2 of something. Okay. So what is that thing? That is input. You're going to put all the input in that blank parentheses. Okay. Okay. So that is what. Okay. So in here, in this case, you can do simplified by extend the square out here. So maybe if you remember the formula, for x plus 5 square, you can just apply it. But if you forget it, it's gonna be you're gonna do distribution for x plus 5 times x plus 5, and then minus for 2 of x plus 5. Okay, and then distribution everything. So you're gonna have x squared plus 5x plus 5 can be 10x, and then it plus with 25, and then minus for now time for the second term here. You have a negative 2 times x, and then minus 2x, and then minus 10. Okay. And simplify, it's gonna have x squared and then plus 8x, and then minus 50. Okay, so this is gonna be the answer for part B. Okay, so we done example 2. Let's talk something about how to apply the formulas today in the real life. So let's talk about modeling in here. And we're going to talk about profit, revenue, and cost. Okay, so everyone, when you open a business, you need to have profit, right? And you need to know that, to get the profit, you're going to take the revenues, subtract for the cost. Okay? Revenue subtract for the cost. So like you wanna sell, like you wanna find the profit in order to sell. Sell some pen, right? You wanna find the amount that you sell totally. You get what is the revenue, you get how much you have, and then you subtract for the money that you did spend to to make the pen, or buy the pen from the producer. Okay, so that is cost. Okay, so I have px equal to rx minus cx. Okay. Okay, so in here, what applied for us? It's going to be like subtraction between two functions, right? What is function x and cx here? So p of x here will be the subtraction between two functions. Okay. In order to find rx, which is a revenue, you need to know that revenue equal to the number of items sold multiply with the price of each item. So similar like how many pen that you sold and price for each pen that you sell. Okay, and then you multiply both of them in order to get the revenue, right? Okay, so let's do an example here. Okay, so the manufacturer of hard shell case for iPhone, I know that the number of cases she can sell each week is related to the price of the cases by the equation. Okay, so you have in here is the number of items sold is x, we equal to 1,300 minus 100 p. Okay, and I'm just gonna say number of cases. So, and p is the price per case. Okay, so p is price per case. Okay, so from here, I should have like p, small p better. Okay, from here you should know that you can find the revenue by the formula as revenue equal to the number of items sold multiplied with the price of each item, right? So which is R equal to X times P, right? Okay. So now what is X? I have 1/300 minus 100 P. Okay, don't forget the parentheses because that is important. Okay, and then that is just X. I need to multiply with one more P because there's small p here, right? Okay, so I'm gonna change this color, become the red one for the X, so you don't mess up with that. So this is X. Okay, so now you have R going to be equal to do distribution. You're going to have 1/300 P minus 100 P squared. Right? So you're going to have like a function of revenue with respect to P in this case. Okay, so now what else do we need to know? We know that 3 wants the weekly revenues to be 4,000. Okay, so 3 want to have revenue equal to 4,000. Okay, so I'm gonna change. So I'm gonna say 3 wants. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna just copy it out. Okay, 3 want the weekly revenue to be 4,000. So R will be equal to 4,000, right? And I'm gonna change, substitute, right? R into this equation to be 4,000. Okay. Okay. So now I will just move. I subtract both hand side by 1,300 p and plus both hand side by 100 p squared to get the function that 100 p squared minus 1,300 p plus 4,000 equals 0. And you know that and I'm gonna divide both sides. Divide both sides by 100. Okay. So 0 divide 100 is going to be still 0, but you know, for the other one it's changed. Okay, so I have p squared minus 13p plus 40 equals 0. Okay, so now in order to so this look like what? Look like a quadratic equation, right? So in this case, you know that you should use, you might use AC method in order to factor. If we can factor it, let's see. In this case, we know that A equal to 1 is special case, right? So let's see, A times C is 40. That's a multiplication. And minus 13. Okay. So it is plus. So is there any two number that multiply equal to 40 and addition equal to 13? Let me see. 4, 10, no, doesn't work. 8 and 5, okay, 8 and 5 is work because I'm going to put negative 8 and negative 5 here. So, because in this case, A equal to 1, then I can change its right will become P minus 8 times P minus 5 equal to 0, okay? So I can derive a factor because A equal to 1. So now apply zero factor probability in correct algebra. You should know that each factor here should be equal to 0, okay? So P minus 8 equals 0 or P minus 5 equals 0, okay? Either this case or the other case will help you to find the price of each case, okay? So first one gonna give me P equal to 8. So unit is dollar or P equal to $5. Okay, so either P equal to 8 or P equal to 5 will help you to have the value to be 4,000. Okay, so this is so she should charge $8 or $5 for each case if in order to get 4,000 revenue weekly. Okay, so that should be the answer. And we done section 1.2. I'm gonna see you in 1.3. Don't forget to do XYZ homework. Okay, I see you guys next time. So